Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I totally see the inspo, but we're gonna watch this different video. And this one will be more relaxing. This video will probably be easier for me to draw with, since I haven't drawn all stream, bro. We're gonna watch this one. 40 more lost canceled video games. Yeah, yeah. Spider-Man was in here. Prince of Persia.
Recent notorious game cancellation. This was a planned full-fledged remake of the very beloved 2003 game of the same name. Unveiled in September 2020 during an Ubisoft Forward video.
I like how he mentions this one because my mod was talking about it recently on my Discord server, the old Prince of Persia one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The game was received with a very mixed response, with many criticizing the game's visuals. It was initially set to release in January 2021. However, by the end of 2020, Ubisoft announced that the game would be delayed to March instead, stating that it was due to the COVID-19 pandemic and a need for more time to polish the game. A little while later, Ubisoft once again
Prince of Persia. I'm so sorry. This is Lost and Forgotten games. Lost and Forgotten.
Ubisoft restarted development from scratch.
Canceled video games too. There's a Spider-Man one in here, and there's also a Mickey Mouse one.
The game status. It wasn't until the
those were the thumbnail.
When a new
I can show you guys the thumbnail.
Was unveiled. Now with a planned release schedule sometime in 2026. And after this announcement, things were silent once again until early 2026.
Okay, I was like, did he write canceled wrong?
The game was officially canceled. In Ubisoft's official statement, the company explained that the remake would have needed way more time and investment than it could reasonably commit, and that it would not meet their quality expectations. However, many other highly reliable reports detailed the remake's cancellation was due to the reconstructing happening at the Ubisoft company.
This is the thumbnail of what we're watching.
Before Crisis, Final Fantasy VII.
Can you guys see it?
As one of the most critically acclaimed JRPGs ever made, Final Fantasy VII has had many spin-offs and prequels, with Before
That's the thumbnail of what we're watching.
It was a mobile action role-playing game released only in Japan in 2004 for the services of FOMA. Set before the events of Final Fantasy VII, the game lets players play as the Turks as they investigate the activities of Avalanche, featuring both new characters.
Yeah, an epic Mickey kart racer. That's what it was specifically. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Oh, he doesn't have timestamps, but we'll find it. We'll see it when we get to it.
And returning faces.
Big comfy couch.
Game.
Yeah.
The story was released episodically, ultimately reaching a total of 25 episodes.
Don't we have enough Final Fantasy games?
The game also had a unique game mechanic where players could use the phone's camera to take pictures, with the colors in the image determining the type of materia created. In Japan, the game was a huge success for a Final Fantasy title, especially in the early years of the mobile game market. However, accessing and playing the game eventually relied on an online subscription service called Final Fantasy Mobile. This service was discontinued on March 31st, 2018, effectively making Before Crisis inaccessible to most players, including those who still had the game installed. Even though fan recreations exist, the original mobile version of Before Crisis has never been re-released.
Wait, is this like Crisis Core? Number 38.
The Simpsons video game sequels. For decades, The Simpsons had a long history of licensed game with wide ranges in quality. One of these games, The Simpsons Hit and Run, is widely regarded as one of the best Simpsons games ever made, with many praising its open-world gameplay and Grand Theft Auto style design. Due to the huge success of The Simpsons Hit and
Run. Is this Lost? I thought there was a Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh, this was a sequel. Oh, that's what I was talking about.
A sequel was quickly put into development. However, it only ever reached the early stages of development.
No.
Where they experimented with new mechanics like
I know people like that.
Connecting to other vehicles.
I never played
cars pulling trailers.
Speaking of which, the other reason I wanted to watch this video is because it gives me other retro game ideas that I want to play on stream. Yeah. Like next stream we're going to be playing the Madagascar game.
Source on the development team, the sequel was
the Madagascar for GameCube.
Publisher Vivendi chose not to continue with the Simpsons license,
Buzz.
And the rights later went to Electronic Arts, who began working on their own tie-in game for the Simpsons movie. Senior game designer Joe McGinn did confirm that prototype builds for Hit and Run 2 do exist, but they have never been shown to the public ever. As for the EA-produced 2007 Simpsons game, there is evidence that a planned sequel to that game was also in development. This comes from the LinkedIn profiles of then EA employee Gary Sakas, as well as freelancer Matt Spriggans, which listed work on a Simpsons 2 prototype. Many have interpreted this as a sequel to the Simpsons game. These listings also indicated that work on the project was scrapped so EA could focus on other projects. It's unknown why EA decided to prioritize other projects, probably for evil reasons, knowing EA.
Probably.
As of now, no material or other information on the game has ever been released.
Why is EA so evil? Why? Why are they so greedy? I mean, be nice to EA. They're a small indie company, right, Sea Angels?
Publicly.
Oh, so is that what the game looked like? Or is that what Simpsons Hit and Run looked like? What is this?
This game was planned for release in Japan on the Nintendo Famicom and was being developed by Taito. The game was based on the popular manga/anime series of the same name. It's often remembered as being plagiarized by Disney.
I've never seen this
film,
anime.
The Lion King, which is up for debate, but is generally seen as a
it ripped off The Lion King.
In any case, Jungle Emperor Kimba would have been a 2D side-scrolling
all my homies
game.
fucking hate EA,
why
right?
The game was canceled, or even what the plot would have been. All that remains are some promotional material and gameplay footage from the Tokyo Game Show of 1990. To date, no ROM dump or prototype has surfaced.
Number 36.
Back in the 2000s, Guitar Hero was one of the biggest names in the rhythm game genre, spawning multiple sequels and spin-offs.
He's not gonna address the elephant in the room. Do you guys know what he's reacting to? Do you guys know this? This guy's a streamer, by the way. He's a Twitch streamer. I only know him from the meme. You guys know the grapefruit lady? Do you guys know? Yeah, Asai? I love this guy. He is so funny. He played all of the Shrek 2 movie in Guitar Hero on stream. This dude is so cool. But this one, he's reacting to the grapefruit lady. The grape. And that's a level in the Guitar Hero. The grapefruit lady. That goes, she sounds like the Chuck E. Cheese machine. She's like, wow, 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 wow. I don't want to describe what the grapefruit lady video is. If you want your eyes scarred forever, look it up. But don't look it up. Don't look it up if you don't want to be scarred for life. Don't do it.
It was one of the biggest names in the rhythm game genre, spawning multiple sequels and spin-offs. A seventh main entry, commonly referred to as Guitar
This is your
Hero
friendly
7,
reminder. This is an 18+ stream for a reason.
Around 2010, but was quietly
I saw that video.
2011.
I saw that video at a time I shouldn't have saw that video. That was like 2010's nostalgia for me. And just for reference, I'm 26.
Guitar Hero 7 was planned to feature a newly redesigned guitar controller. According to internal sources,
when did that video come out?
To be added,
when did the grapefruit lady video come out?
With 6 string-like inputs. The game was intended to return to the series' roots, dropping drums and vocals to become a guitar-only experience once again. According to IGN, it also experimented with venues that would dynamically change
10 years ago! So that came out in 2016. So I saw that video when I was 16 years old.
Songs, but due to a smaller budget, Activision resorted to including various terrible songs from the 1990s. Due to the declining popularity of the franchise, combined with the less than stellar song choices, and the cost of making this new controller, Guitar Hero 7 was ultimately cancelled.
Shit, I might take a 3-minute break just for the ads to play.
That were uncovered by Unseen64
when we get to the next number, we'll take a break. Oh, okay, next number.
High-10 Bomberman. This game is an interesting early example of a video game designed for high-definition, widescreen displays in the early 1990s.
Bomberman?
In 1993, High-10 Bomberman was created by Hudson Soft because a Japanese company named NHK wanted something to promote their latest HD TVs. It was similar to traditional 2D Bomberman games, but with some additional features, like the ability for 10-player matches. The game offered multiple modes like Battle Royale, Team Battles, and a 1 vs 9 mode. The game ran on custom hardware that combined 2 PC engines, a computer system, and a custom circuit board to output 16:9 HT video output.
I don't understand these words. Can you say that in English? I don't understand what that was. I don't.
Each unit of Hi-10 Bomberman reportedly cost 2 million yen to produce.
But Bomberman.
The game was showcased through Japanese video game events like Hudson Soft Super Caravan in 1993. The following year, an updated version titled Hi-10 Charabomb was showcased yet again.
I've never played Bomberman.
To visitors of the NHK Broadcasting
Should I play?
Center.
Thank you for the head pat. You head pat my Halo.
In 1995.
There you go.
Where it was displayed on massive HD
Food
TVs
acquired. What food?
Time. The game was reportedly removed
Yummy food.
from the event in 2002.
Hi, Matthias. Welcome.
For years, the game
For those just joining, we're watching 40 more lost or canceled video games. Since you guys are joining, I'm gonna snooze the ads. I will actually snooze the ads this time. I won't press play ads. No one laugh at me if I press play ads again by accident.
And publicly playable again, as it never got an official home release. In 2019, a former executive at Hudson Soft named Toshiyuki Takahashi
there we go.
encountered a disc labeled
Sweet and Sour Chicken
Bomberman.
Banquet TV Dinner. I've never tried TV dinners.
Society, hoping they could help
Are they good?
Its content. However, it was discovered that the disc was actually an audio CD.
I see Zubo, they look good. Thank you.
Takahashi later speculated that it was possible
it's just a sketch.
that the ROM data
I'm brainstorming. You guys are helping me brainstorm.
May still reside on old hard drives. As of now, though, the game remains
We've been watching a lot of chaotic videos this stream. I needed something that's more calming.
City of Heroes
just so I could focus on art for a minute.
City of Heroes was a popular MMORPG released in
what
2004. Originally
this looks
developed
cool,
by
actually.
Cryptic Studios, later moved on to Paragon. The game was massively successful for many years, at least stateside.
I'm gonna have to go, Peach. Have a good day. See ya. Thank you, Scoop. Thank you for recommending. I'm glad you were here to see me react to all the videos you recommended. Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Titled City of Villains. However, in 2007, the IPs for
I enjoy them. I just hate the smell and
acquired
taste
by
of rib
NCSoft,
ones.
a notorious publisher known for shutting down beloved and popular MMOs if
some
they do not
some no
perform
TV
well
dinner.
in their home country of South Korea, who would later shut down City of Heroes due to what they describe as a realignment of company focus. Several years later, former developer C.W. Bennett confirmed in a Reddit post that a sequel known as City of Heroes 2 had been in development long before the original's cancellation. This was the first ever public confirmation of a sequel. In 2019, a PowerPoint pitch document for City of Heroes 2 dated November 2008
that's where you went wrong.
Online. The pitch revealed major details about the sequel, such as a improved and unique character creator tool, an arch nemesis system, improved AI, PvP, destructible environments,
are these video suggestions in your server? This one was not. This one I found and I wanted to watch it. The other ones were. But yeah, if you guys want to suggest a video for art streams, I would say please try and suggest like a long video because those help me draw better. You know what I mean? Those help me focus better.
Ironically,
this one is like an hour long.
A 2012 released window, the same year the original was canceled. Lastly, there was also an attached concept video in the presentation that is unable to be viewed as of now. C.W. Bennett stated in this Reddit post that the sequel didn't go anywhere due to a lack of interest
but not too long
from NCSoft.
So,
Aerocross. Aerocross was an unreleased platform game by Bandai Namco.
I would just say recommend what you want.
PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
But just don't have the expectation I'm gonna watch.
A short-lived series of modernized remakes
I would say
of classic Namco arcade titles, including Pac-Man Championship Edition DX and Galaga Legion.
Just remember their suggestions, not the man's.
Would have been the third Namco Generations title, serving as a spiritual sequel to Namco's 1985 arcade game Metrocross. It was described as a dynamic running action game where players traveled through linear sci-fi courses, dodging hazards and using power-ups to reach the end of the stage before the timer ran out. The game was first announced in 2010. However, after this initial reveal,
like if they're like 2 hour long videos,
no further updates until late 2012 when Aerocross was officially canceled.
If you're gonna somehow recommend a 2 hour long video, I might like consider having a stream dedicated to just that, especially if it's a YouTuber I'm interested in. Just so you guys know. For earlier, I was just like showing a lot of random videos, but I was getting overstimulated by the SMG4 humor. I was kidding.
Various circumstances
I needed something calmer.
Cancellation. The story doesn't end there though, because prototypes of Aerocross have since been preserved and shared by fans. In June 2016,
is this like a parkour game?
Legal 1 revealed an Xbox 360 prototype build of the game dated November 2010 that had been recovered from a developer kit. Then in 2020, Lost Media Wiki user Ganon the Great located a PlayStation 3 demo version of Aerocross in an old PS3 demo disc.
The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
What's this? Is this an anime?
The Girl Who Leapt Through Time is a 1967 science fiction Japanese novel that has spawned numerous adaptations, including a very popular anime film in 2006. Around 1998,
it looks like Suzumiya.
Bandai was developing a PlayStation game based on the novel, possibly to coincide with the story's 30th anniversary.
Aww.
Based on footage shown in trailers, the game appeared to be a top-down adventure game with elements similar to a dating sim. The project involved notable creative members, including well-known manga artists and writers such as Hiroshi Yamaguchi, who worked on Neon Genesis Evangelion. However, it was ultimately cancelled and went unreleased for many years. Only footage and promotional material has surfaced, with box art showing that the game may have been very far into development. All that aside, no playable ROM or build has ever been discovered.
The gold era of SMG4 is for me 2011 to early 2019.
Ghost and Goblins.
I watched one from
nowadays.
I watched the SMG4 video from 11 years ago. The only complaint I have is that there's gamer words. I don't like seeing too much edgy humor. Like, I tried watching Sonic for Hire on stream, and I was kind of worried that it had a little too edgy humor, so I stopped. Because I can handle it, but I don't think other people would like it if I expose them to that.
Ghosts and Goblins isn't that popular of a video game franchise, but back in the 1980s, it was a classic flagship series created by Capcom, which has spawned many sequels, spin-offs, and re-releases, some of which have never seen the light of day. Ghosts and Goblins
back when YouTube used to be like that. I really want to watch
would have been released
I want to watch Dragon Ball Bridge.
Little is known about it beyond brief coverage.
Because even Sea Angels, who I think can't handle it, have recommended.
One of which was Edge magazine.
So I want to give that a chance.
To a private event to show their upcoming lineup, including this Nintendo 64 version. According to those who attended, the game seemed to be hugely inspired by Super Mario 64. However, after this event, nothing else of the game was ever shown, and Ghosts and Goblins 64 was quietly cancelled. Capcom had plans for another 3D Ghosts and Goblins game, this time for Sony's PlayStation
I almost got canceled earlier.
According to Unseen 64.
I almost got canceled for reading SMG4 video on stream because SMG4 didn't have voice acting back in the day, and I didn't read it. I dodged getting canceled. Can you guys believe it?
This PlayStation version was planned in 1994, but unlike its Nintendo 64 counterpart,
it's been 3 years into streaming and I haven't gotten canceled yet.
The only concrete evidence of this.
Why haven't you guys canceled me yet? Why haven't you guys canceled me yet? I'll stop.
Art shared by former Capcom artists.
Also, an ad's going to be playing in a minute.
There was an MMO style project.
I don't know how invested people are in this video, but an ad's going to be playing in a minute. I'm just gonna have the video play because it's literally like an hour long. If anything notable happens, I will go back. Yeah. Utilize the time that you're stuck in ads to go pee poo poo, go get a drink of water. Yeah.
Based on the series known as Ghouls and Ghosts Online, the game was planned as an online spin-off with platforming challenges, hordes of monsters to fight, and community features such as guilds. It was announced at the 2003 Game Developer Conference, but was later cancelled, with only some prototype footage remaining online.
Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark was planned as a full-scale
writing the Peachael Google Docky. That's what you're gonna do during the ad break.
The popular Rare series had gone
What did I do? What did I do? Okay, there are the ads now. We'll see you non Sea Angels in 3 minutes.
This reboot was announced during the 2020 Game Awards and would have been developed by a new Xbox studio.
In the Game Awards.
With Crystal Dynamics serving as co-developer. In 2022,
that thing that didn't let Sonic the movie win
left the initiative, as well as many other staff members. It was reported that this was due to the game's slow development and a, quote, lack of creative autonomy. Other factors like poor management and creative differences halted the game's progress. By 2022, the project had effectively undergone a major reboot, with development shifting to the Unreal Engine 5. In 2024, an official gameplay trailer for the reboot was shown during the Xbox Game Showcase. However, 1 year later, Microsoft announced that the Perfect Dark reboot was cancelled. This was the outcome of a very controversial period of major layoffs and restructuring across Xbox and Microsoft, which also led to the closure of the initiative.
I'm aiming for the shortest Google Docu speedrun. That's impossible.
Dark,
you can't cancel someone unless you have 10 pages of Google Doc.
Velvet Dark. This game starred the title character Velvet, who is the sister of Joanna Dark from the original.
You gotta have like Lord of the Rings
stealth action game.
You gotta have Lord of the Rings type writing to have a good Google Doc. RWPXXW, welcome. Thank you for the follow. You're now a Sea Angel. Welcome to the Sea of Angels. We're watching 40 more lost and canceled video games. I apologize if you get stuck into the ads immediately. I apologize.
And was said to take inspiration from the Tomb Raider series.
Oh.
In 2015,
this is cute.
Former Rare creative director...
Speaking of dockies, there's a design docky.
Greg Mayles shared a quote-unquote design document from Velvet Dark, revealing new details about the game. Listed was a mysterious serum said to grant new abilities to the player.
Mysterious serum?
The document also mentioned potential connectivity with the Game Boy Advance, which is strange since the N64 never supported GBA Link features. According to Rare staff, Velvet Dark never progressed beyond early pre-production before being cancelled.
Cancelled.
The AIDS Avenger.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen,
the what Avenger?
Game you all probably never heard about.
I can see
Avenger.
why.
This was
Why is your game titled that? Why is your game titled that? Wait, I need the ads to finish playing. I need you guys to hear that. I need people who are stuck in 20 seconds. Why? I need to take a moment of silence for that. Tua, thank you for the follow. Welcome. You're now a Sea Angel. Welcome to the Sea of Angels. Welcome back from Ad Hell, Sea Angels. You guys did not miss too much until the ads are about to stop. Until the ads almost stop. Here's the next game that we're gonna be learning about. The next lost. For anyone just joining, we're watching 40 more lost or canceled video games by the YouTuber Blameitonjorge. Yeah.
Before being canceled.
This is the next one, number 29. What's number 29?
The AIDS Avenger.
Why is that your game
Ladies
name?
And gentlemen, the most bizarre lost video game you all
I can see why this is a bizarre lost video game.
Never heard about.
Why?
The AIDS Avenger.
Why?
This was a 1990s PC educational game that was
well, remember what South Park said.
Hero series, which tackled real-world
Hello from the Tandem Bike Tour of 2026. Oh, hi, welcome, Otua. Am I saying your name right?
About AIDS in places like
nice. Congrats on the Tandem Bike Tour.
The AIDS Avenger, you listen out for misinformation and
for those following from my art, I can show you guys some art.
The right facts from multiple options.
Here's some art. You guys want to see Sonic art?
Evil goblins who were responsible for spreading misinformation about AIDS in the first place.
Oh God!
Even though this sounds like a weird premise,
why would you do that? That's evil.
With proceeds from sales.
Here's Sonic art. Since it was his birthday recently, I could show you guys his birthday art.
In 1993 for about $40.
Here you go.
But as of now, the game
Italy to Denmark. Nice.
In a blog post by Kevin
Here's my Sonic art. I sniff his feet.
Systems executive confirmed
I might change models just so you guys can see my other model.
Said he couldn't recall how it was distributed or whether
here's Here's a Yowie jump scare. One moment. 1, 2, 3. Yowie jump scare.
From a Rhea system promotional video.
Yowie.
Briefly features the AIDS Avenger.
Why is your game titled that? What is number 28?
Big Comfy Couch video game.
Oh, there we are.
This
Big Comfy Couch.
Based on the popular preschool show of the same name.
It just joined the server. Thank you for joining.
Xbox. It would have been a 3D platformer where you play as Lunette, the main character of the series.
Here's more art.
The game was a strange mystery.
I can show off my Cosmo art that I posted recently.
One of its earliest mentions online was a 2011 Unseen 64 article showing 3 screenshots of the game.
And then
7 years later, in 2018, the Lost Media
I would have
Wiki
loved this.
Topic,
what is this?
Debating its existence.
What is this on? This is based on a Canadian children's television series that originally ran for 5 seasons. Oh, I see.
When fellow YouTuber L Supersonic made his video.
Now that you guys have seen my art, I'm going to show you guys a different model.
And they confirmed that the screenshots were
my Seedrian form. We need the summer Seedrian
out. They also
out.
revealed the name of a former Capcom employee who had worked on the game. After reaching out to that employee, he was able to confirm that the game did exist and even shared brand new screenshots
this
of the Lost Media Wiki. In 2022, this employee was able to retrieve a build of the game and get it running.
Wait, is this like the Xbox Connect?
To date, however,
I've never
there
watched
hasn't been
this.
any update, and the game
What is
remains
this?
lost.
Here's my other Sonic model. You want to see why this is the best model?
Clay Fighter Call of Putty. Clay Fighter is a somewhat obscure comedy fighting game series from the 1990s, developed and published by Interplay.
More Yowie.
The first game launched on the
Thank
SNES
you.
and Sega Genesis.
I'm a
garnering
Seedrian.
a cult following.
I am the
A
only
couple of
Seedrian
sequels
VTuber
followed
that I
suit,
know of.
And in 2009, Interplay announced a new revival, Clay Fighter Call of Putty.
I thought the
Call
E
of Putty was an obvious
selection
proof of
line
Call
was a
of
hair on
Duty
my
and was
screen.
planned as a
Oh.
digital-only release for the Nintendo
I'm so
DSi
sorry.
and Wii. It was
Yowie.
described as an updated version of a previous
Yowie,
game,
yowie,
Clay
yowie. Happy
Fighter's
Pride,
Focus
happy
Cut,
Pride.
bringing back the same roster and stages, but here having updated backgrounds and character sprites. Nintendo Power and Unseen 64 described planned features such as a single-player story mode, training mode,
What is
meter-based
this?
super
Oh, this
moves,
looks cute. I
returning
like
Claysolites,
fighting
exhibition
games.
matches, two-player versus
fine.
mode, and a 16-fighter
No,
cast,
you're- yeah.
including Bad Mr. Frosty,
I'm good.
Kung Pao, High Five, Bonker, Lady Liberty, Sumo
Frosty.
Sansa, Boogerman, and Earthworm Jim.
Ew,
Despite these
wait.
planned features and a release date,
Where is that character from? Booger Man. Wait, is this I feel like I've seen this character before.
around 2010 or 2011, the project effectively vanished. The
It looks like
Wiki
claymation, it
suggests
looks
that
cute.
Call of Putty may have been shelved because Nintendo was
Oh,
planning
Putty.
to retire the DS and Wii to shift focus on the 3DS and Wii U.
Oh.
Though this explanation is entirely speculative
Fighter.
and not backed by any evidence.
I see, I
Interestingly, screenshots from the DSi version are available online, while nothing from the Wii version has ever surfaced.
Why does that image look horrifying? Wait, I don't want to zoom in for you guys to see, but right here. What is this character? It's cute but horrifying. My brother and I played Clay Fighter on the N64 when we were kids. It wasn't great, but we loved the claymation. It looks cute. It's cute but horrifying, which I kind of like that mixture of media.
The last guy everywhere.
I would say I'm that mixture of media with this toggle.
The Last Guy, a free
Cute
web
but
browser
horrifying.
flash game called The Last Guy
I'm just kidding, I'm not
Everywhere
cute.
was released. This game reused
Bug!
the same gameplay as The Last
Bug.
Guy, where players controlled the character roaming around an area to find survivors and escort
Is
them
this like the
safely to a
snake
rescue
game?
zone.
You guys know what the snake game is? Remember on YouTube when you get to whenever it was loading on YouTube and you get to use your like keypad to move the little buffer thing around, and then that became a whole thing on its own in the 2000s, the snake game? Bug. Is this
All
like
while
that?
avoiding zombies. The gimmick of this promotional game was that it allowed players to input any website URL,
Wait.
turning the page.
It's in Spanish. Wait. Lo que le dije es mentira. Okay, I know what mentira is. Mentira is lies. Yeah. What did you say lie? Something like that. I'm great at Spanish. I'm totally a legit Puerto Rican. I'm not
This
fake Puerto
promotional
Rican
game
whatsoever.
Was that it allowed players to input
I swear
any
I'm actually
website
Puerto Rican.
URL,
I
turning
just
the
my
page
Spanish
layout
sucks.
into a level map. The images on the page were treated as buildings, and some sites wouldn't work correctly if they didn't have enough
¿Está
white spaces
buscando
for rows
algo?
or
Are you
paths.
searching for
An online
something?
leaderboard was available, as well
Please
as a bookmark
clap, please
feature
clap.
that
My great
instantly turned
translation
any
skills.
website into a game. The Last Guy Everywhere was available from August 5th, 2008 till February 16th.
Okay, I can't
2010,
translate that. That's
even
not
winning a few
that's not
awards while it
Spanish.
was available. Unfortunately,
can't
when the
translate
site
that for
shut
you
down,
guys.
the game became unplayable. As of now, the original files have never resurfaced, so it's considered lost.
Number 25.
Max Freelance Police. If there was a holy grail of canceled point-and-click adventure games,
I'm in the
this is
same
it.
boat. It's
Announced
nice
in
to know I'm not the only
2002,
one.
Sam and Max
Rats!
Freelance Police.
Did you guys see the rats? They're so cute. You're Colombian and Dominican. Oh, I have a little brother. He's Dominican. He is Dominican. I don't want to say what he fully is, but he's partially Dominican. He's like a mix of a lot of things. You know how when someone has a lot of ethnicities and then they're called a science experiment? That's my little brother. He's adorable. He's
It's
adorable.
promised to be the triumphant 3D return of the iconic duo featuring Sam, an anthropomorphic dog, and Max, this hyperkinetic
We'll just say Puerto
rabbity
Rican
thing,
Dominican, but he's a few
featuring
other
6
things.
strange cases involving high school dances, villainous AI nachos, really ahead
AI nachos? Well, if this was back before 2023, before the AI apocalypse, this is not bad AI, right? I don't have to worry about this, right? But I like the cutscenes in this. It looks kind of silly.
of its time, and a cult of evil penguins.
There's nothing wrong with not being ethnic, don't worry.
Wit of the original comics.
That bunny looks cute.
Was also going smoothly with over 19 minigames planned and plenty of classic LucasArts style puzzle logic.
LucasArts style.
According to several gaming magazines at the time, the project was actually even close to completion by
I just like
2004.
Celebrating my ethnicity. However, because I have been ashamed of my ethnicity for so long.
Abruptly pulled the plug.
You guys know what I mean?
The game schedule release.
VTubing is what helped me accept myself a little bit more.
Economic considerations.
That's why
saying that it was not the right time to launch.
Sorry. I'm only going on a tangent because there was Spanish in the video. This still has to do with the video, I swear. But okay, the only reason I have curly hair on all of my models is because I hated my curly hair for so long because I'm Puerto Rican, and then people will be like, oh, you should straighten your hair. You should be straight. You can't just tell me to be straight. You can't just tell me to be straight on Pride Month. I will make all of my models have curly hair for that reason.
A PC graphic adventure.
Yeah, in case you guys haven't noticed. That's why they have the Steven Universe bumps.
Crash Bandicoot is a name that
Crash
many of you are
Bandicoot.
Probably familiar with. After Naughty Dog's run ended with 3 mainline Crash games, plus Crash Team Racing, the IP passed through Vivendi Universal.
That's so lame. Yeah, I know.
By the 2000s,
and it was Hispanic girlies telling me, oh, you should straighten your hair. You should straighten your hair.
Which led Activision to
like, no, I don't want to be straight.
The series from scratch. This led to the beginning of development for Crash Landed, a game planned for
curly hair is
on
awesome.
The PlayStation 3, Xbox 360.
Oh my God!
Nintendo DS,
I won't react to that today because I only have an hour left and this video is exactly an hour long. I will probably make a video just for Mario reacts because Sega Zero Gamer I think suggested the same exact thing. So I might have maybe not next week, maybe in like maybe like a few streams ahead, I'll do a video dedicated. I'll do a stream dedicated to just that, the Mario thing.
And Wii. The game served as a full-scale reboot.
Internalized racism, yeah.
Dr. Cortex's creation.
Why would you tell someone to straighten their hair?
The gameplay would have had Crash exploring semi-open areas that branched into more linear paths.
What is this?
And optional side routes. There would have also been
this looks like Pikmin, but Crash Bandicoot.
And
or is it just me?
Like Crash being covered in mud.
I appreciate you sharing either way.
Crash Landed over the years.
I'm gonna pin them so I don't forget.
With plans for a Crash Team Racing reboot and even a McDonald's collaboration. This all came to an end, however.
It's just so funny because someone did. Oh, that's a different one. Okay. Yeah, I might do a stream where I just do Mario stuff.
Some material is available online, including an unfinished cutscene. But no complete gameplay footage from Radical's console version has been released. For a long time, only footage of Nintendo DS builds were publicly shown. In fact, there were 2 separate DS pitch versions from different studios. The first, by Renegade Kid, was a fully 3D demo whose gameplay footage circulated online. The second, a WayForward DS tech demo, was released publicly via the Internet Archive in March 2024.
This looks cute, actually. Is that that's a DS game, right?
Hand of Odd.
What is this?
Hand of Odd was set to be another game in the Oddworld universe, which in and of itself isn't any stranger to genre hopping, whether we're talking about the first-person shooter Stranger's Wrath, the original 2D side-scrolling puzzle game, or my favorite of the bunch, Oddworld Much's Odyssey, which was a 3D puzzle game on the original Xbox. Developed by Oddworld Industries, Hand of Odd was envisioned as a real-time strategy / action-adventure hybrid that focused on the everyday lives and struggles of the Oddworld inhabitants. Players would get to choose between opposing factions, either the Tree Huggers or the greedy Land Muggers. Production of Hand of Odd began alongside a different game.
I will do that.
Once again, my favorite, Oddworld Much's Odyssey, with both intended to run on the same engine. However, Oddworld Industries saw the Xbox as the more attractive console to develop on because of that much more powerful hardware.
That was a mistake. I mean, Xbox has no games. Why did this get canceled? This could have been one of Xbox's few games. Why did this get canceled? Was this back when Xbox actually had no games, y'all?
Kit that it offered. So Much's Odyssey went forward and Hand of Odd was put on hiatus. In the late 2000s, British studio Just Add Water purchased the game's IP and announced that Hand of Odd was back in
well, no wonder they got canceled. British
development. However,
thank you for the hydrate. I did that.
Several years have passed and no new updates. and the game remains unreleased. The
concept art looks cute.
Is a small bit of gameplay.
Oh, that looks cute.
And some screenshots.
Damn. Number
Disney
22.
4.0 edition.
Oh.
Disney Infinity was a popular licensed
Didn't people
video game
hate
by
this?
Disney Interactive
Didn't people not like this Disney Infinity shit? It was like rip off Kingdom Hearts.
in the mid-2010s.
Something like that.
The game was part of the Toys to Life craze, where players could
Oh,
collect physical
no. I know what this Disney Infinity stuff was. This was their attempt of having amiibos, right? Right. Am I right?
figures of Disney characters and place them on an accessory to make them appear in the game. After the success of the first game, released in 2013,
I forgot about Disney Infinity.
effectively became an annual franchise.
I don't think people liked it. Oh, it was a ripoff of Skylanders.
3.0 in 2015.
I never played Skylanders.
Disney Infinity 4.0
Is it good?
would have been the next big phase in the series, including playsets
I liked
based
it, but
on
also I was a
then upcoming
kid.
Disney Pixar
Yeah.
films, like Cars 3, Moana, Coco, and many more.
I don't know. I just think they were trying to rip off
Also planned was a
amiibos.
more structured story mode built around the toy
Oh, that
box
looks cute,
sandbox.
actually. Did
Other
they do this
characters
with
that were planned to be
Lego?
Playable included Doctor Strange,
I don't
Spider-Gwen,
remember.
and Peter Pan.
Never played Skylanders. I've always seen it recommended on 4Kids.
Continue Disney Infinity.
How many of y'all watch 4Kids as a
4.0
kid?
content.
How many of y'all watch 4Kids as a kid? Because that's how I learned about Skylanders. Because they always be having like the Skylander ads and stuff on 4Kids. Never played it either, but my friends liked it. One Skylander game for the Wii U, they had a Donkey Kong and Bowser playable in it. Oh, that's so cool, actually.
Citing changing market conditions.
She kind of
and
thick.
weakening sales.
Wait, y'all see that? Did Gwen Stacy have all that before? Look next to my flower. Look, does she got all that? She got all that. I need to make this large and zoom. Look at that. She got all that. She got all that.
Disney also shut down its internal
Oh, this
game
looks pretty.
development and publishing arm. choosing to focus
Damn.
on licensing its IP to
She
external
tick.
studios and on mobile projects. Since the end of Disney Infinity, a lot of the planned content for this game has surfaced in the form of prototype
No.
footage,
Why did you
concept art,
clip
and 3D
that?
character models for the canceled figures and
Ooh,
playsets.
Judy Hopps? How come Judy Hopps is less than thick than Gwen? Number
Catch of the
21.
Day.
21.
Catch of the Day was a canceled fishing game
Oh,
that
this looks
Electronic Arts
cute.
planned to release on the Nintendo Wii and DS around June
Catch of the
2008.
Day.
Players would roam different locations on a map and
What's
cast
wrong
their
with this
lines,
one? Why are you
catching
saying,
a
oh
mix
no?
of small and large fish that range.
Wait, is she? Is she? I thought she wasn't. Well, you know what? You should scream at Disney then, because I thought Judy Hopps wasn't a minor. Judy Hopps is a cop. How can you be a cop? But why? Okay, wait. I know you're talking about Gwen, but so yell at Disney because Disney made her thick for some reason, and then Judy Hopps is not, even though she's an actual adult. Judy Hopps is an actual adult, but not Gwen Stacy. But for some reason, Disney made her thick. In my headcanon, in my fanfiction, she's not that age. In my fanfiction, she's like 38.
From realistic to
I
bizarre.
only simp for
According to Nintendo Power,
cougars.
It was even possible to catch the Kraken, a giant red
In some of the
dragon-like
comics.
fish.
Oh, I
Catch of
see,
the
I
Day
see.
offered 10 different playable
Cause isn't in Spider-Man, in the Raimi Spider-Man, isn't she like aren't they in college in the Raimi Spider-Man? Where she was like a redhead? I don't remember.
Including a cat.
To be
a
fair, she's
pirate,
an
and
adult
a
in
robot.
comics. It's
The DS version was
inconsistent.
said to offer similar gameplay adapted to stylus controls.
Whenever I simp for someone, whenever I simp for a character, it's when I know that they're an adult at some point, and I'm simping for only the adult version of the character. You're trying to find any reason to cancel me, but no. No.
Only a single screenshot was ever published.
I'm joking though, guys. I'm
Planned
joking.
2008 release
But just
window
know that.
and quietly disappeared
The
soon
same for
after.
Sonic.
Lost
The
Media
same for
Wiki
Sonic.
cites an
Whenever I
MTV
simp for
article
Sonic,
where
it's
the
always
author
the
attempted to
adult
get in touch
version
with
of
the EA to
whatever.
inquire about the game, but
That's my
received no
headcanon.
response. Annoyingly, though, this article seems to have been deleted with no backups on the Wayback Machine.
Everyone cancels Peach.
Curly's
No.
Adventure. Back in the 90s, PC gaming saw huge popularity
hell?
for point-and-click adventure games. One of the
Oh,
titles planned in that genre
Actually,
was
this
Curly's
was true. This was when we played, I mean, that isn't I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, isn't that from the 90s? I actually didn't get to the shop. I fell asleep just now. Oh, I'm gonna watch Oh my god, Flint. I was waiting for you to come back to watch the video, but I only have 4 hours I can stream, and I'm literally on this video that's like an hour long, so I might save your video for a different stream. I'm so sorry, Flint. I'm so sorry. I was waiting for you to come back. But for anyone just joining, we're watching 40 more lost or canceled video games. This one is from the 90s. It's a point-and-click adventure, and then we got on a tangent about I have no mouth and I must scream again. This is a demo. The demo for this game is lost media. Oh, this looks like Rayman. But I hope you had a good nap, Flint. I hope you had a good nap. Thank you. I appreciate it. Could I get a shout out for Flint as an apology? I'm so sorry.
Adventure, developed by Asylum Entertainment and originally set to be published by Epic Mega
I really
Games,
want to watch the video
Epic
that you
Games.
shared, but I want to watch it on
Set in
stream.
Planters Asylum, quote unquote, the nuttiest place on Earth.
Oh, this looks cute.
Curly, trapped in the asylum with numerous delusional patients.
Thank you.
Curly is essentially the only hope of defeating the mad scientist warden Julio Guggenschmelter Jr., who uses alien clown
What is that name?
for world domination.
What is that name? What's better, that name or Dr. Doofenshmirtz? What's more evil? Julio Guggenschmelter. Yo, is he mixed? He Hispanic and like German? Yo, that's an interesting mix, right?
Julio Guggenschmelter Jr., who uses
I will put
clown
that
technology in a bid for world domination.
I do want to put that.
Driven by a childhood memory of his
That's not the oof sound effect. Roblox is the oof sound effect. It's the Wilhelm scream.
To 1999. It was originally planned as
I'll do another
release, then
I'll do another
to
react
Windows
stream this
after
week
Epic's
where I'll
involvement
react to
ended
just
with
your guys'
Epic Mega Games
videos.
Asylum
And also
parting ways
Defunct
before
Land.
1997. Over the years, many screenshots and
Betty the
details were released,
Platypus.
along with a playable Windows
Betty the
demo dated
Platypus.
January 26, 1999, which is still preserved online.
A platypus.
In a 1999 interview, developer Dave Schulman explained that one of the biggest challenges was securing a new publisher, and that the demo was created to pitch the game while contract obligations sometimes forced work on the project to stop. He also revealed that the development
Did he poop that out? Wait, guys. Oh, okay, that fell off his head. I thought that came out his butt.
Sometimes forced work on the project to stop.
Oh,
I see.
That
the development had at one point been restarted from scratch. That same year, development was formally halted for good, and the surviving demo
Why did
of promotional
it turned to 3D, 2D to 3D
of Curly's adventure.
Number 19.
Sonic Saturn. Not to be confused with the infamous canceled Sega Saturn game Sonic Extreme, Sonic Saturn was a separate project being developed for the Saturn
Sonic
by
game?
Sega Technical Institute. Unlike Extreme's...
This doesn't look like a Sonic game. Is this a Sonic game? Maybe this was before Sonic actually came out.
abstract fisheye look, Sonic Saturn used a more realistic 3D engine, with Sonic himself being fully rendered in 3D. The prototype
Is this
was
how
created
3D
mainly
Blast
by
was
Peter
born?
Morwyk and Adrian Steffens, but never made it far into development. According to Unseen64 and Sonic Retro, when Yuji Naka, the creator of Sonic, saw the engine, he wasn't impressed and the game was quickly axed. Peter tried to salvage his work by reimagining it as a bonus game called Sonic Pool for Sonic Extreme, but then that was cancelled too.
Damn.
Peter attempted to include Sonic Pool as a special stage for Sonic 3D Blast, however the schedule was too tight, so this was dropped as well. Ultimately, Sonic Pool and Sonic Saturn were never released, and only a few screenshots and concept.
Why does he look so sleek in that model? You guys see how, like, I know it's so low res. That's the full res of the video, right? Oh, okay, wait. Oh my god, even when it's at full res, it still looks... he looks like he's made of plastic.
Concept art are available online.
I like it. I like it. Take your shower.
And I Must Scream uncut version.
Hey, we played this. Look. Wait, what's the uncut version? Is this like South Park? You know how that South Park movie is called Bigger, Longer, and Uncut? It's
based on Harlan Ellison's short story of the same name. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is a PC point-and-click sci-fi horror
We've been
game
playing this on
by the Gamers
stream.
Guild and published by Cyber
I'm
Games.
only
Ellison himself even co-wrote the game.
So far for this game, I've done this person's story, and then I think this guy's story. I did Ellen and Gorster's story.
And voiced the sadistic computer AM. The game is set in a dystopian.
Yeah, I'm on this guy's story
future
right now.
Where AM has exterminated almost all of humanity. You play as the last surviving humans who are forced to confront their flaws and traumatic pasts. Over time, the game has gained a cult following.
We
for
played
its
this
grim
guy's story.
storytelling. And for years,
I hope this
fans
doesn't
have
have
been
spoilers.
fascinated by an unreleased, uncut
Should
version.
I skip?
Evidence of this uncut
You think this has spoilers? Wait. Oh god! I'm skipping. I'm skipping. I don't want to get spoiled because I've been playing that game on stream. Let's see. Director's chair. What is this?
Throughout the year, LMN
is.
Okay.
This is once again another original game being made
number
at EA,
18.
this time with creative direction from none
I didn't
other
want to get
than
spoiled.
Steven Spielberg. Throughout the years, Spielberg has taken interest in the medium of video games, lending his name to projects like LucasArts' The Dig and the interactive CD-ROM Steven Spielberg's Director's Chair. In fact, he had already collaborated with EA on the Boom Blocks games for the Nintendo Wii, and he helped inspire the original concept behind the Medal of Honor series. LMNO would have been his next game with EA. It was designed as a first-person experience built around parkour-style movement, with the adventure and RPG elements mixed in. The game centered on protecting an alien-looking character named Eve, with the player building a close bond with her over the course of the story.
Why does this look so low res?
The game ran into trouble as EA faced financial pressure and layoffs that affected the development team. By 2008, the game had drifted away from the original plan, becoming more action-focused and less dialogue-driven. LMNO was officially canceled in 2010. Only a few materials from the game are available online.
I swear this is in
a trailer that used
1080p.
The tagline, "Can a computer game make you cry?"
Yeah, this is in 1080p. I don't know. That's just the gameplay footage.
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh!
When it comes to Beavis and Butthead,
was there a Beavis and Butthead game ever? Is this like the only one and it got canceled? That sucks.
They don't exactly have a solid track record in video game adaptations. One of which was just a simple arcade beat-em-up planned to release in 1996. The game,
that actually looks fun.
Consisted of players either working together or fighting each other.
I like the design of the arcade machine.
It was close to being finished. 4 out of the 6 levels were apparently
Why is he wearing a bra?
And 12 prototype arcade machines were already made.
I need to watch more of this.
However, the game faced setbacks as early playtests were poor. The killing blow was when the game's publishers, Atari, were bought by Midway, which led to the game's cancellation. The 12 arcade cabinet prototypes were later sold in 1999 during a MTV auction. Many of these cabinets have been discovered throughout the years.
Yeah, why is Beavis in a bra?
Notably, the Galloping Ghost Arcade acquired one of these cabinets
questions
and made it playable.
And we'll never have answers.
They refused to dump the game publicly.
I don't know if Beavis and Butthead ever had a game.
BTC08 has also claimed to be in possession of a cabinet.
I need an expert to
Many
answer.
People have contacted them about dumping the ROM online, but with no success.
He's allowed to. I would just like a reason. Yo, same. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I just want to know why. Like, I need the backstory as to why he's in a bra.
Despite being promoted in video game magazines and showcased at E3, it also went unreleased.
Yeah, that doesn't look that bad.
Developer, speaking with Lost Media Wiki user D Gaming,
I bet Momoko would love to play this.
And the game
Too bad it's lost.
50% complete. Even though some coverage had implied it was much further along. In early 2026, Hidden Palace contributor Bill's Cat Socks uploaded 4 prototype builds,
not the
which
bees.
can be played, albeit in an unfinished form.
It's getting stung by the bees. Number 15.
A game based on the iconic DC superhero
I don't know.
Wonder Woman.
You think they provide an armor benefit? Yeah, that game would have been good. This one's a DC one. This one's number 15.
Had been planned for years. It was being developed by Monolith Productions, the same development studio behind the Middle-earth games. During the 2021 Game Awards, a Wonder Woman video game was finally announced, and even a teaser trailer was shown. The plot would have followed Wonder Woman as she tries to peacefully unite her homeworld of Themyscira with the human world of Earth. Like with Monolith's past games, it was said to feature their Nemesis system.
That's
where enemies
right.
And allies remember
this got canceled.
Encounters and evolve over time.
This looks interesting.
Gail Simone, a prominent Wonder Woman comics writer, was brought on as a consultant.
Wonder Woman's never even had her own animated series. She just appears in like Justice League, Super Friends, and Scooby-Doo. That sucks.
The following year, Warner Bros. Officially confirmed that the game...
Oh, this was 2025, right? Was this when this was announced? That sucks for Wonder Woman fans. Their goddamn patented Nemesis system. That's a console? Wait, is that a Warner Bros. Console? Funny.
Would, quote, not move forward, and that it was shutting down Monolith Productions. This decision was made due to a reconstruction going on at Warner Bros. Video game division, which, in turn, was caused by a series of failed games from the company.
1 verse 100. 1 vs 100 was an exclusive Xbox 360.
It's a game mechanic that they patented, so no one can use it. What the fuck? Why does this guy look like a me? Wait, is this Family Feud? Is this Family Feud? Meanwhile, Batman's getting another 2 cartoons in the near future. They love glazing Batman. I guess no women's rights.
Game based on the television game show of the same name. In it, one player, called The One, answered trivia questions against a mob of 100 other players from around the world in a virtual studio. The game was available for free to Xbox Live Gold subscribers.
Oh, this is an Xbox.
Compete as The One, as members of.
This was when Xbox was trying to rip off the Mii's, right? Right. Those are the Xbox Mii's.
The mob, or as a
That's the we have Mii's at home.
Microsoft points for winning. Over the course of 2 seasons, it quickly became.
I remember 1 versus 100. That was interesting.
However, in July of 2010,
is that what this is?
Microsoft announced that the game would not return for
okay. I see. I'm dumb.
Apparently,
don't mind me.
Was not generating enough revenue to cover
patenting game mechanics is hostile business tactic.
On Microsoft servers,
it holds the game industry back. I fully agree.
In 2018,
it's literally like gatekeeping. It's like what Nintendo does, where they just like send cease and desist to everybody. I don't know.
User named GameCheat13 uploaded a pre-release build of 1 vs 100, which can only be played on modified versions of the Xbox 360. The last update for the game was in 2021, when the full soundtrack was uploaded online to Yandex Disc.
Number 13.
Earlier games before
Freddy Fazbear?
Many of you are probably familiar with the massively popular indie horror game Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Before its release in 2014,
still haven't.
Scott Cawthon had been developing multiple independent
I played
video
the first FNAF and that's it.
Success. In recent years, many dedicated fans have.
I miss when Nintendo was run by humans. Oh my god.
Past works, many
people
of which
with a soul.
Lost to this day. One of the more mysterious ones is RPG Workshop Max, a development tool to make and play RPG games. Scott has also made 2 side-scroller games, one called Mega Knight and another in the same year called Demon Knight. The Lost Media Wiki describes Demon Knight as a likely sequel or spiritual successor to Mega Knight, though this hasn't been confirmed. There's also some multiplayer games, like Weird Colony and Weird Colony Online First Strike, though not much is known about these projects. Other missing games include space shooters such as Gunball, an action-adventure game called Dinostria, and several slot machine style games, and many, many more. Finally,
many
and
more.
Perhaps most notably,
hi Josh Rocket, welcome.
First ever game from
we're watching 40 or more lost games.
Disc. According to past interviews,
40 more lost canceled video games.
Character moving around the deck of a pirate ship,
Freddy Fazbear,
red gems. As you might expect, no build of floppy disk has ever surfaced.
Oh my god, remember when okay, I need to know how you guys, usually my chat is older than me. You guys know what floppy disk, right? You guys know what a floppy disk is, right? Please say yes. Please say yes. Please say yes. I was poor, so I had floppy disk. I was behind the technology, so I had floppy disk. When everybody else was asking, what's a floppy disk? I saw one, yeah. You know what I had? I had Arthur. You know the Arthur game? I had a floppy disk of that. And also the Hello Kitty game. They were for like Windows, I think Windows XP or something. I know what they are, but I've never held one, I think. You're not a fetus, right? This is how I'm going to tell if anyone's a fetus. No one, remember, fetus deletus, 18 plus only. If you're under the age of 18, leave. Yay! Okay, you're not a fetus. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people who are 18 to 25 won't know what a floppy disk is, so I'm not too worried if you don't know. My dad had a few. Yeah, I had the Arthur game on a floppy disk. I used to use floppy disks in school computers. We had USBs. That's how I got Minecraft. I got Minecraft and then all of the RPG horror games like Eve, Mad Father. My friend gave me them on a USB, and then they were like, play this. And I did.
Network Backlot Party. This game is a pretty obscure piece of lost media. Beyond
imagine Minecraft on a floppy disk.
Almost nothing from the game.
I feel like it has happened, like OG Minecraft, retro Minecraft.
As a party/minigame
2013 Minecraft is retro Minecraft, bro.
It was to be a crossover of Cartoon Network characters from both classic
and I've actually played like
shows,
when Minecraft first came out.
Laboratory, Cow and Chicken, The Powerpuff Girls.
I've played Minecraft since it first came out.
The Cowardly Dog, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, The Amazing World of Gumball, Adventure Time, and Regular Show. with a total of 24.
They got Billy and Mandy and Amazing World of Gumball in here.
Several mini games were confirmed, like Backyard Chase, Girl Trouble,
Mario's is this like is this like Mario Party but for Cartoon Network? That's cool. That's cool.
And Go Jump Ed. The game was originally announced in a 2014 press release alongside a different game, Adventure
on the
Time
Wii U.
Investigations. While that
game
launched in 2015,
that would be
Party
neat.
Never did, and it missed its planned release window. Since then, no gameplay footage or builds has ever surfaced.
No.
In 2020, a member
was
of
the Hello Kitty game called Cutie World or something like that?
Publishers of the game.
I saw a video on that recently. It was a CD-ROM.
Ultimately,
trying to think, is that pirate software? Why I can't escape this man? He's everywhere. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. But also the Hello Kitty game. I don't remember. I remember that I was able to do like coloring on it. It was cute. The same for the Arthur one. It was like point and click adventure type game for both of them.
Cancelled by Cartoon Network. No further explanation was provided.
Number 11.
Eternal Darkness 2. Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem is a 2002 survival horror
Is that a
game
like
by Silicon Knights and published by Nintendo for the GameCube.
This was published by Nintendo?
As a cult classic, and for years,
what is this?
longed for a sequel.
It looks interesting.
In 2009, Silicon
Eternal
Knights had
Darkness.
begun work on a new project widely
it has a bunch of little
Eternal
games
Darkness
in it.
2.
Yeah, I think it might have been that.
Gave interviews saying that the company was going back to their roots and working on its most.
It's been a long time, and I don't have the floppy disk anymore.
Was never formally announced, and it wouldn't be until 2012 when news broke of Eternal Darkness.
If anyone has a floppy disk, share in my Discord server. I want to see.
Against Epic Games over the use of Unreal Engine 3 for a different game to Human.
Oh, this was for the Wii U.
Resulted in Silicon Knights canceling all upcoming games that use the engine.
I bet this is why the Wii U died. This is why, because they didn't get this game right.
Eternal Darkness 2.
I don't know what I'm saying.
To the rumor.
Darkness.
It's unclear how far in development the game ever was, but at least we have some cool concept art from artist Jonathan Standing.
Scalebound. When it comes to canceled games, Scalebound arguably has one of the most
lizard game
development histories of them all.
So this is the game for the
Japanese studio.
This is the game. Oh, it's by Platinum Games. This is a game for the scalies. You know, like furries that are into lizards. This is the scaly game.
Best known for titles like Bayonetta and Metal Gear Rising Revenge.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I didn't know Platinum Games did that Metal Gear.
All the way to 2006.
Fuck Microsoft.
And was planned to be for the Nintendo Wii. This idea was shelved when Platinum decided to focus on other projects. Some years later, Platinum decided to revisit the concept.
Low-key though, the Wii U's momentum was held back when Ubisoft decided Rayman Legends multi-platform when it was complete to be a Wii U exclusive.
On a duo.
Wait, oh, Rayman Legends was gonna be Wii U exclusive? I thought Ubisoft was more associated with Sony. That looks like Dante, by the way. We used to have a whole binder full of DVDs. Nice. Same, actually.
Dragon named Thubin, each having
what's a DVD?
The game was officially unveiled.
No one better ask that. If someone asks me what the DVD is, you're getting banned. I'm gonna assume you're a fetus.
The following year, it was announced that the game would be delayed in 2017, reportedly due to development troubles. Of course, when 2017 rolled around, the game was confirmed to have been canceled. CEO
I
of
know
Xbox,
Netflix.
Phil Spencer, stated in an interview that Scalebound was.
This is We Have Dante at Home. That is just We Have Dante at Home, right? This is not my Dante.
Stated in an interview that Scalebound was announced too early. Expectations were set high, and Microsoft and Platinum ultimately weren't confident that the game would live up to fan expectations.
You don't live up to fan expectations.
That would have been the end of the story. Had it not been for rumors that Scalebound was planned to be
this looks like Monster
as an
Hunter
exclusive for the Nintendo Switch.
He does look like Nero. That's what I meant.
2019, Game
he looks like Nero more.
Khan mentioned on an episode of Kinda Funny Games that Nintendo was reviving a game that was dead and buried.
Oh my god! Have you guys ever done what Sparkle Puke said? I have a distinct memory of trying to put a DVD or VHS into the wrong type of player. You ever just try to stuff a DVD in a VHS player and be like, why isn't anything happening? Back when Rayman used to be the mascot or Ubisoft's, but Rabbids took his place. Do you guys think of the Rabbids like minions? Like they don't be going banana, but they be making minion sounds, right?
stated which game he was referring to, many assumed it was Scalebound. Years later, however, the rumor died down and no official move to revive
That's what they say, right?
has ever materialized.
Have you guys ever played Mario Rabbids? Because actually, I know people who enjoy that. There we are.
Mickey was a short-lived but ambitious series of action.
This was part of the video's thumbnail. This is what we clicked here for.
Games created
Epic
by Warren
Mickey
Spector and published by Disney Interactive Studios.
Rabbids are minions but commit arson.
A cult following
Beautiful.
For its depiction of Mickey as a more adventurous hero rather than a cheery mascot.
I want to play Epic Mickey.
It also featured Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
How would you guys feel if I actually play Epic Mickey on stream? I really want to play it because I've had it since I've had a Wii, but I never got time to play it as a kid, and I just have the DVD sitting there.
Before Mickey Mouse in their first appearance together. Epic Mickey was envisioned as a 3-part story, and while we did get a sequel, Epic Mickey 2: The Power of Two, it underperformed and wasn't received too favorably.
Why?
Epic Mickey 3 would have followed up on the teaser at the end of The Power of Two, where Pete looms as a potential main antagonist.
What was wrong with the second one?
For this third entry, Spector wanted to lean
why didn't it do well though? Maybe he'll tell us.
Described as a truly interactive music game. Other
it's a music game, that's why.
Outside the Wastelands, and Oswald's love interest, Hortensia, being a playable character.
That's
Unfortunately,
cute.
Any chance of Epic Mickey 3 moving forward ended when its developer, Junction Studios, was shut down in 2013. Several other spin-offs were also in various stages of planning.
There it is.
One of these was a racing game referred to by fans as Epic Disney Racers. Not much is known about this project, but concept art reveals that other Disney characters like Scrooge McDuck and Cruella de Vil would have been potentially playable.
Cruella de Vil.
Another more documented spin-off was Epic Donald, a strange game that would have starred Donald Duck in an adventure involving time travel. Donald would have used a device known as a timepiece to jump between different time periods to a location called Duckburg.
He doesn't heal me.
In order to save the fabric of time.
Do you guys think he heals you here, or do you think he just keeps spamming thunder?
Years following the shutdown of Junction Point, the series received an unexpected second life. In 2024, THQ Nordic announced a remake of the first game.
Welcome back, Sega Zero Gamer. Posting them. I will save it for another stream. We're already almost at the 4-hour point.
Could influence the future of the franchise.
Guardian/Flesh
Epic Mickey was the first time I found out about Oswald.
This was the name of an ambitious video game project being developed by Running with Scissors, the studio best known for creating the controversial and violent Pulsel series. After releasing the first Pulsel, the team was told by their publisher, Ripcord Games, that if they wanted to keep working with them,
their Angel Wing purple,
had to be new and original.
Purple.
Thus, they began development on their next game titled Guardian.
You know what? Let's just
make it like... It was originally going to be a third-person shooter where you played as Rack, new recruit of the Umbrix, fighting off the Noloids, an alien race that planned to devour all humans. However, Guardian never released. Instead, the project was reworked and retitled.
I like how smooth it looks, you know what I mean?
As Flesh and Wire. This new version kept the broad sci-fi premise, but shifted into a more character-driven story. Players would follow Angus, a cop who wakes up to find his town destroyed by invading Noloids and discovers that a blob-like creature has eaten his legs. But that's fine.
Why would you do
Angus
that?
Can control the blob, turning this mutilation into
Speaking
a
of that,
good.
Have you guys ever played A Boy and His Blob? That's like a Wii game. You know that one game that made you play with that Wii controller? The one and only game that the Wii controller pad was made for? A Boy and His Blob. It's very cute. I never finished it.
To feature multiple levels with special abilities and puzzles to solve.
Why are we eating our
Players
legs?
Would collect materials to craft and combine weapons into more powerful ones. A lot of work actually went into Flesh and Wire. Running with Scissors even hired a martial artist for motion capture.
Don't run with scissors.
Miniature physical sets of the environments for the in-game backgrounds. Flesh and Wire was formally announced in 1999 with plans to release it on the PS2, Sega Dreamcast, and Nintendo GameCube. Reportedly, the team even spent around $1.5 million into development. The project's fortunes collapsed, however, when Ripcord Games' parent company, Panasonic Interactive Media, shut down. Ripcord became an independent label, and while there were initial statements that Flesh and Wire's development would continue, the publisher ultimately dropped the game, and no other publisher stepped in to fund it. With the project canceled, Running with Scissors returned to focusing on the IP that started it all.
Oh, that's why.
In Postal 2.
I missed the
which
stepping.
Many of you probably would know a lot more than Postal 1, as it became a major hit for the studio.
I don't know either.
Material and artwork of the game were available. In October 2022, a legend of a lost media wiki user, the Autistic Maniac, emailed Running with Scissors to ask if any build of the game still existed. Co-owner Mike Jarrett replied
was that a nickname or
early proof of concept
Blake Kurtz is at the top.
Existed, but was lost.
Legion's at the third.
Failures.
Legion is third. Number 7.
Rayman 4.
Rayman!
Rayman is a well-known series
More
of
like...
platformers from Ubisoft.
Wait, no, let me not.
Sequels that push the character into full 3D, including Rayman 2, The Great Escape, and Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc. A fourth Rayman game was planned, and
I don't
want
to ask the question again.
Murphy in Rayman 3, who signs off with "See you in Rayman 4." After Rayman 3, a company called Phoenix Interactive Entertainment began work on an early Rayman 4 prototype for Ubisoft.
Welcome back.
The version was a
You're in
3D
top 2 to leaderboard.
with beat-em-up elements and was planned to revisit areas from the original Rayman, along with new stages. Concept art and design notes also show a major role for a new character named Dark Rayman, who appeared as an antagonist of some kind.
Darkness.
The project only lasted a few months before Ubisoft discontinued Phoenix's work for reasons that have never been publicly detailed. After that
art looks good. Wait. This art looks pretty. How does it cancel? They even see like a glass stained window here.
Or Ubisoft discontinued Phoenix's work for reasons that have never been publicly detailed. After that, the game project was restarted as an early version of Rayman Raving Rabbids. This time, the game was planned as a free-roaming action game with platforming elements. Concept art also revealed a female character named Simone, who would...
She looked like a baddie. She looked like a baddie. I'm sad. We lost this. But also Rabbids.
Have served as Rayman's love interest.
Nice.
This version of Rayman 4 developed far enough to receive trailers and screenshots showing platforming gameplay and Rabbid enemies. Initially, the game was planned for the PlayStation 2, but development shifted towards the then newly announced Nintendo Wii. Interest in Rayman 4 sparked in late.
That's a different character. It's not Rayman.
The game was leaked onto 4chan.
It's a lady.
Early levels, writing mechanics,
a pretty
and
lady.
Other unfinished assets. Fans have even started non-commercial projects based on the leaked assets, such as Rayman Raving Rabbids Reburrowed. Number 6.
Flea Pit. Flea Pit was the name of a canceled platformer developed for Rare's coin-operated arcade division in the early 90s.
I can't read this font. I can't read this logo. Am I the only one who can't read this? Wait, I didn't read what it said, really. What do you guys think this says, for those who weren't paying attention? What do you guys think this says? I cannot read that. No wonder this game got canceled.
1990s. The game follows a character named Plock, who tries to recover stolen flags for his island.
Okay, you guys can read it.
The game was reportedly close to completion after a single year of development. However, the production stopped for unknown reasons, and it went unreleased.
Some fonts are unrecognizable, even hard to read cursive, You guys don't want to see my handwriting. My handwriting's awful.
Reworked into Plock
for the
Super Nintendo.
Oh, I recognize this character. I've seen it, but it looks cute.
Released in 1992. Information on Flea Pit is scarce online. Only small snippets of material have made their way online, but no ROM or build of the game has yet to be found.
Ooh. Number 5.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man!
As one of the most iconic superheroes in the world, Spider-Man has had his fair share of video game adaptations.
Do we?
Inevitably, though, some attempts have been canceled along the way.
I'll do polls for what you guys want, just to see what the consensus of what the Angels want more.
The first being a sequel to the 2005 Ultimate Spider-Man video game. Ian Hosfield, who worked on the original and its planned follow-up, has revealed that the story would have loosely adapted the Death of a Goblin storyline, with Green Goblin as a playable character. The plot would have featured Kitty Pryde, Daredevil,
Green Goblin,
Wolverine the Hand,
Goblin Bees.
According to Hosfield and other developers, the sequel was cancelled largely because of the first game's sales not meeting Activision's expectations, especially when compared to the Raimi movie tie-ins. The publisher chose to redirect resources to other projects like Spider-Man 3 and major franchises like Call of Duty and James Bond. Speaking of Raimi, Another notable canceled game is Spider-Man 4. Based on Raimi's unmade film of the same name, the game was in development around 2008 to early 2010.
I forgot there was a part 4 of the Raimi films.
However, when Raimi left the film over
interesting that we got
the game too was canceled as well.
Damn.
Years later, fans got a rare look at Spider-Man 4 when several builds surfaced online.
What do you think the 4 would have?
Lastly, the most
what do you think that would have had in it?
Surface is Spider-Man: The Great Web, a multiplayer live service spin-off made by Insomnia Games for the PlayStation 5.
I like the Insomnia game Spider-Man. I haven't played the new stuff with Venom. The Spider-Man 2? I've played the Miles Morales thing. And that was before I started streaming, by the way. But yeah.
Setup,
I like the Insomnia game Spider-Man.
Take on different versions of Spider-Man. Peter Parker, Miles Morales,
Spider-Man,
Gwen Stacy, Scarlet Spider, and Spider-Man 2099 in an open world New York against the Sinister Six. The project was never officially announced and only came to light after a ransomware.
You think it would have Sonic? Is that broken? I think that's broken.
Over a terabyte of internal data.
Dark Spore. Released in 2011 by Maxis, Darkspore was a sci-fi action RPG meant to be a more dark and gritty take of their previous game, Spore.
It's broken.
Such, Darkspore borrowed the creature created from Spore, allowing players to create and play as their own hero. Darkspore also included online multiplayer like co-op and player versus player
Ever played Spider-Man and X-Men's Arcade Revenge? I think I might have. You know what I do want to play on stream? I bought this recently, Spider-Man Web of Shadows, the retro ones for the PS2. I want to play those on stream, but I want a Spider Peach model first. I want to draw Spider Peach.
DRM, requiring a constant internet connection even for single-player use. This is a method used by publishers to combat their game from being pirated, but is widely criticized for causing purchased games to become unplayable when servers shut down. Sadly, this was the case for Darkspore in 2016. Its servers shut down, rendering the game unplayable, even with a legit copy, because of the always online requirement. As of today, the game is still lost, but not entirely forgotten. A fan-driven replacement server and restoration project known as Resurrection Capsule has been ongoing since 2018. The project's current builds are able to bypass the EA launcher and access the game's hero editor, but the full single-player campaign is not yet functional.
Telltale's Stranger Things.
Oh God!
By now,
I'm sorry, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Stranger Things. Also, this opened? Is this opening? Oh my God. Okay, no one redeemed the throw redeem. The throw redeem is broken. Wait, what was that? Where's the follow? Where's it? I heard the follow thing. Is it just me? Am I going insane? Did you guys hear the follower thing? Yeah, Telltale Games. You guys know the Walking Dead game? I didn't know they were gonna have a Stranger Things one.
Now, many of you are probably familiar with Stranger Things, Netflix's flagship sci-fi horror series, which has spawned multiple game
Not exactly the biggest fan of Stranger Things.
One of these planned games was in the works.
I remember my coworkers, they were talking about how scary they think Stranger Things is, and I'm like, Stranger Things? More like boring things. Got him. Telltale made Poker Night and The Inventory. I love Telltale games, by the way. I like the Walking Dead game. I've seen a VTuber play all of it. I don't like playing stuff that's like kind of visual novel stuff on my own. So I just watch people play games sometimes while I draw. And yeah, I really like the Walking Dead game.
Telltale Games.
I like how it ended, honestly.
Telltale Games was known for episodic, choice-driven narratives where player decisions affected later scenes. The studio developed huge hits based on other IPs like The Walking Dead, Minecraft Story Mode, The Wolf Among Us, and Batman.
They made The Wolf Among Us. I love The Wolf Among Us as well.
Partnering with Netflix on an interactive Stranger Things title for PC and consoles.
Oh.
Sadly, a few months later, the studio laid off most of their employees and filed for bankruptcy, resulting in the cancellation of their Stranger Things tie-in game.
I can't believe it's not only getting a remaster and a sequel. Yeah.
Leaked online through Reddit, as well as the soundtrack being uploaded in 2020.
I see. Number 2. Don't worry about the ads, y'all.
Agent.
We're not going to have ads play. We're going to finish the video.
One of Rockstar's more mysterious canceled projects. It was developed by Rockstar North and would have been set during the Cold War, involving counterintelligence, espionage, and political assassinations. Rockstar had long wanted to make its own James Bond style spy game.
Oh, I
and
see,
in
I
the
see.
mid-2000s, that idea evolved into
Isn't there
what
actually a
became
James Bond
Agent.
game?
During development,
Isn't oh yeah, GoldenEye. I never played GoldenEye. I've always wanted to. It looks nice.
the team traveled to Egypt to take pictures that they could use for locations in the game. They ran into trouble, though, with local authorities over strict rules on photography.
I like the mindless
Vermeji
pew pew
recalls
pewing.
one incident where a guard literally pressed a barrel of an assault rifle against a team member's chest. In any case,
I will save
somehow
actually.
didn't hinder development.
Thank you.
The game was officially
I haven't saved all
unveiled at
streams,
E3
so
2009. Dan Houser, a
That's
co-founder
good you
of
told
Rockstar
me.
Games, promised that it was going to be a unique experience that players hadn't seen before. The game was planned for release in 2010, however, that would actually be the last time the game had ever been acknowledged. Rockstar kept renewing the Agent trademark in 2013 and 2017, which fueled hope amongst fans that it might still be alive. But by November 2018, the US trademark was officially listed as abandoned. In 2025, Dan Houser finally broke his silence on Agent during an appearance on the Lex Friedman's podcast. He stated that after 5 iterations of the game, the team just realized that apparently spy stories just didn't translate well into video games.
Nintendo 64 DD canceled.
Number
games.
1.
Oh boy. The Nintendo 64 disk drive was a disc-based add-on for the N64. It was designed to expand the console's capabilities, especially its storage and RAM. Nintendo promoted it heavily as a way to revolutionize N64 games, with new ones being planned for the 64 DD.
I only watched WWE Night of Champions.
Was released and infamously became a commercial failure.
Oh, you recently watched that?
About
okay.
A year later, and many of the planned games were reworked or outright canceled.
Oh.
Some of the more famous examples include Earthbound 64 and Super Mario 64 2, but there are many
that would have made a lot of people happy.
Cabbage was the code name for an unfinished game
described as a
virtual pet simulator.
My cabbages!
The 64 DD's internal clock would have been used so that the pet and its world would continue to change, even while the console was off. Miyamoto has stated that ideas from Cabbage ended up in later games, such as Nintendogs.
Oh, really?
Desert Island 64 was a planned simulation RPG being made by Imagineer. The game put players in control of an unnamed main character stranded on a desert island. As time passed, you would survive by cultivating the land, breeding and raising different kinds of animals, and building up a civilization and ecosystem. It ended up being cancelled after Imagineer faced financial issues. Other cancelled 64 DD games included ports of the original Diablo, an arcade racing game called Rev Limit, a series of Mario Paint games, and many
Mario
others.
Paint?
Finally, an early version
I need to play Mario Paint one day.
As a direct sequel to Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, was announced during Space World in 1997. It was slated for the 64 DD, but had to be reworked due to a falling out between Squaresoft and Nintendo, and the failure of the disk drive. There are so many other canceled games that can be talked about, but this video ended up being hours long. So I recommend watching these videos from Soccer Stardust and Digino Gaming.
Oh, you guys saw that? Alright. That is the end of the video. Thank you guys for joining me. Here is, be sure to go support the original video. I'm going to link it in chat, and then we're going to turn this off, and then we're going to be done for today. We're going to be rating somebody. We're going to be rating the, we're going to continue the nostalgia. I am so sorry. Hi Tokai, welcome. Hello. I must go because we have already been going for 4 hours. I have to pee. No one leave. No one leave. No one leave. Don't leave just yet. I need music. I need music. Where is my music? Where's my music? Okay. I forgot my music. Here you go. Here you guys go. Music. Music. There you guys go. There you guys go. My BGM. Sami Zayn won his first world title. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard Sami Zayn won. Put an end to the division. Oba, Faye, and Io are the King and Queen of the Ring. Yeah, I heard about Io winning Queen of the Ring. Tiffany Stratton retained her US title. Yeah, Sammy won. I heard. Congrats for Sami Zayn fans. He's cool. He's a cool dude. Thank you guys for sticking with me throughout stream. I know it's been a little chaotic today. I highly appreciate it. Next stream will be on Tuesday at the same time. We will be playing Madagascar for GameCube. So if you guys want to watch me play retro games, yeah, stick around for that. If you guys want to stay up to date with me and know what my stream schedule is or get pinged when I stream, join my Discord server. Or, join my socials. You could check any of my socials out. I am active on almost everything. Remember, you guys are allowed to request what I watch on stream, but remember, they're requests, not demands. So don't be demanding when I request things. Thank you, Hallie Bun, for the head pat. And hi Hallie Bun. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good day. We're gonna be rating the VTuber Fuzz Got Games. He is a Muppet VTuber. So if you guys like Muppets like Kermit, please stick around. He's playing Pokemon. He's playing Pokemon. So we're gonna keep the retro nostalgia going. I will see you Angels Tuesday. Thank you, Ace Lixer, for the raid, and thank you guys for sticking around. Even just lurking means the world to me. Even just saying hi, stopping by and saying hi means the world to me. Don't forget to check out her VOD channel on YouTube. Thank you, Sega Zero Gamer. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye bye.